this video, I'm going to be auditing this website for some of these super technical SEO elements. And don't get scared just because it's super technical, because I'm going to make this process as easy as possible for you. Hi everybody, my name is Sahil, and if you haven't watched my previous videos where I audited that website for some of these issues on page and some of these other technical issues, you can do so. I'll leave all these links in description and on the I button. Let's get started with the topic. So start with the page speed optimization. So Google page speed insights, mobile score and desktop score, and then we need GTmetrix test. So all three. So I'll take this URL, copy it, head over to page speed insights and just paste the URL and hit analyze. What this will do is analyze the mobile version and the desktop version of those website, and it will give you a score based upon which you can judge whether it's doing fine or not. So it's 18, it's definitely not doing fine from this standpoint, and the desktop 70, much better. And the GTmetrix, you just head over to gtmetrix.com, paste the URL, hit analyze, and this will show you a report like this. Okay, so let us see the score here. So first contentful paint is 3.2 seconds and it's in red, and here largest contentful paint is 323 milliseconds, which is in green. And let us see the desktop version of page speed insights. It was 0.9 seconds, that was in green. So for the mobile version, the largest contentful paint, how long was the taking? 14.7 seconds, and here it was 1.3 seconds. So FCP was 3.2 for the mobile version, 3.2 FCP. For the desktop version, how much was that? FCP 0.9, 0.9 FCP, and the GTmetrix score was how much? 323 milliseconds LCP. 323 LCP, the largest contentful paint. Okay, load time on the 3 seconds. So what's the load time on the 3 seconds? So the fully loaded time was 3.7 seconds. You can see it comes to the performance and head down. This is the fully loaded time. It was 3.7 seconds. 3.7 seconds, so that's not there. Fully loaded time 3.7 seconds. And where do you find it? GTmetrix. Next, server response time under 600 milliseconds. So in order to check that, just head over to page speed insights, and if we just scroll here, initial server response time, we can find that here it is. Initial server response time was short. It was only 510 milliseconds. You can see it's under 600 seconds, so that's fine. It's fine there. It was 510 milliseconds. Is image compression, are they compressing all the images? In order to check that whether they're compressing all the images or not, just head over to GTmetrix and come to the structure, scroll down and look out for the properly sized images. This one, properly sized images, and I can see a lot of potential savings here. So they are not compressing all the images as much as they can. I can see this. These are all potential savings for these images. Oh, visa and these homes and these homes, they are not compressing all these images. They can compress it. There's a lot of room for improvement here. So image compression, compress all images fullest without destroying the quality. I hope I'm typing all my spellings right. Next, browser caching. Whether they are using browser caching or not, in order to check that, what you need to do is head over to this website. I've attached the link right here. I've pasted the link. When you click the link, it'll take you to this page. Once you're on this page, just copy the URL and paste it and check whether the browser caching is enabled or not. Browser caching and everything we're doing here is basically, the main idea is to reduce the page load time so that our website loads fast, and because otherwise users will simply click away and Google won't like it. So I can see they have browser caching enabled, and the caching period, I can see the caching period right here, and I can see the browser is caching this stuff to reduce the load time. Okay, so they have passed their browser caching is enabled. Then we have gzip broadly compression. Are they using gzip or broadly compression? In order to check that, you need to simply visit this website. I've pasted the link here. Just click it and it will bring you to this website. Take the URL, copy it and paste it. Hit check. This will show whether they're using gzip and broadly compression. Again, you can see right here how does this work and what does this compression do, how does it help you. You can see how does enabling gzip or broadly make my website faster. Since a compressed file is much smaller in size compared to the original web file, the website will need less time to fully load. So this is basically how it helps your website load fast. If you have issues understanding in any of these things, because I don't want to make this video too long, so that's why I'm not saying what this stuff said, I'm just showing you how to do it. But you can understand, see how does gzip compression help. What this basically does is it compresses your web page, and this much smaller compressed version of a file is then sent to the browser of the user requesting it instead of the larger file. So what this helps is it helps in reducing the load time. So that's the main idea. So I can see the gzip is enabled and the page is 70% compressed, so it decreases the load time tremendously. So I can see the gzip is enabled, so they have passed it. Then HTTP2 protocol, check for the HTTP2 protocol. All you need to do is click this link and that will take you to this page. Again, paste the URL and hit test. I can see the HTTP protocol is not there, so they have failed. So no HTTP2. Then JavaScript and CSS minification. Are they minifying JavaScript and CSS? Because minifying those files helps in reducing the load time tremendously. It reduces the load time a lot. So in order to check that, just head over to this page speed insights report and scroll down to the bottom. Here I can find they have minified CSS files, and they have also minified JavaScript file. That's why it's in green. So you can see the past audits. They have passed these things. Minified CSS, minified JavaScript. So they're doing fine there. Next we have lazy loading images. Are the lazy loading images? Lazy loading images, basically, if you don't know, lazy loading basically means deferring off-screen images. You can see right here, defer off-screen images. What this means is images below the fold will not load until and unless the user comes near those images. What this does is it helps in reducing the load time, because that image will not load until and unless the user scrolls and comes near those images. So what that will do is the critical elements of those websites, the important elements will load first, and then only if the user scrolls and then comes near those images below the fold, only then will it load. So in this way it helps in reducing the load time, and I can see that's fine here. Defer off-screen images, this is basically what lazy loading means, and I can see they're doing that, but still there are room for improvement. There is something they can lazy load, this is something they can lazy load, but they're doing it fine. But there's still room for improvement. You can check this in the GT metrics report as well. If we come to the structure, you can check this in the GT metrics. Just head over to the structures tab, and under that, images, defer off-screen images, you can see right here. These are all images that can be lazy loaded. They are not lazy loading it yet, so there are room for improvement. So I can just mention lazy load all images if possible. Lazy load all images if possible, if that's possible. The idea is to reduce the load time without deteriorating the user experience. The user experience must be the top priority. We are doing all these just to improve the user experience, because ultimately the reduced load time means better user experience. So the main goal of this whole audit of this not of this whole audit of this page speed portion is to improve user experience. Then we have web design audit. I need to check for mobile friendly, on-site social media, proper user friendly navigation, and irrelevant pop-ups. So is the page mobile friendly? For the mobile friendliness, I just search for mobile friendly test and take this URL and paste it right here, and I'll run the test. And this will tell me whether this is mobile friendly or not. Select it and verify. By the way, guys, if you're finding this video useful, please like it, share it, subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you need help with your website SEO or your SEO audits and stuff like that, feel free to get in touch with me. I'll leave my email in description. Okay, coming back to this audit, so this is loading. What this will tell me is whether this page is mobile friendly or not. Until then, let me just see whether they have any social media or not. I can see right here they have Facebook. So if I open this link, page not found, so that's a broken link. So they have no, apart from that, they have no other social media. If I open my extension here, it's SEO Meta in one click, and this will also tell me whether they have any social media or not. I can see for the open graph data, no Facebook, no Twitter, and you can see the page is broken. So social media, nope, no social media, no Suasal, I wrote no social media, and Facebook link is broken. And Facebook link is broken. Let me see the mobile friendly test. Okay, the page is mobile friendly. View the tested page. This is how it looks on the mobile. So the page is mobile friendly. Alternatively, if I just right click and inspect, I can also see how this will look in a mobile device. So this is how it will look. Okay, so the page is mobile friendly. So they have passed that test. And proper user-friendly navigation. Is the navigation user-friendly? I can see it's absolutely user-friendly. Let me check in a mobile device how the navigation looks. Is it straight to the point? Okay. So all these navigations, I can see it's easy to click around. They have the phone number, email right here, emergency number. It's easy to open these links, and everything is working fine. So it's a proper user-friendly navigation. Then we have irrelevant pop-ups. No, there are no pop-ups to this website. If I refresh it, let me see. Okay, cool, no pop-ups. They've passed it. I'll just put no pop-ups. Great. Now come to the accessibility portion. For this, we need contrast, image custom titles, alt tags, font size, tab targets. Now for these three, contrast, legible font size, and tab targets, we need to check for the Lighthouse report. Now Lighthouse report is basically another report, just like the mobile friendly and page speed. Lighthouse is another report. So there are two ways of finding the Lighthouse report. I'm going to show you both. One way is just right click, inspect, and head over to this Lighthouse, and then you can generate report for the mobile version as well as for the desktop version. So this will generate you a Lighthouse report. Another way is to simply install this plugin. Where is the Lighthouse plugin? Okay, I think I don't have it installed in this tab, so I'll just simply install the Lighthouse plugin. Another way is to simply install this Lighthouse plugin on your Chrome and add it to Chrome. Add extension, this Lighthouse. and with just help of a click, with just one click, it'll generate you a report. So I'll head over to this website again, and I'll just enable the lighthouse, and I'll just click it, generate report. And this, what this will do is it'll generate me an entire report. Okay, now while that report is being generated, let us head over to the image custom title and image alt text. In order to check that, what I'll do is, again, I'll open this extension and I'll head over to images, and I'll see whether the images have any. First of all, I can see here 43 images and 43 images without alt tags and 43 images without titles. So none of these images have any alt tags, neither do I have any title tags. And right here I can see, I just hover over this, I can see the images. I can see the images. So none of these images have any title tags or any alt tags, and both helps Google understand what these images are all about. This is a really high impact issue, and they definitely need to fix it as soon as possible. So they're not using image alt tags. Nope, no image alt tags, no custom title tags. Add titles to images. Add alt tags images to describe what is all about. Okay, so we need to add title and alt tags. Next, let me see if the lighthouse report is generated. Okay, so I found the lighthouse report has been generated. It's, if you look at it, it's pretty similar to this page speed report. It's pretty similar to the page speed report. If you look at it, it's pretty similar, right? Okay, so the lighthouse report is generated. You can see the first contentful paint. You can see here for the more it's pretty similar. Sorry for that. Now contrast. So now to check the contrast, I'm not going to look out for that individually. I'm just put Control F and enter contrast. So here it is. There's an issue. Background foreground colors do not have sufficient contrast ratio for these. For these elements, the background and foreground colors do not have sufficient contrast. What that means is it's getting basically camouflaging issue. You can see this thing is getting camouflaged with the background, this serviced area. The area portion and the service portion, you can see there is not enough contrast on the between the background and this foreground text. So these are basically contrast issues, and this report has detected all these issues. We will beat any other, like any other genuine quotation. Let me see what that is. They found that somewhere on the page. It's there somewhere on the page. Just need to find that where it is. But anyway, you get the idea what I'm trying to say. This is what contrast basically means, and these are the issues. These are the contrast issues. So contrast, fix the contrast ratio issues. Then legible font sizes. So for the legible font sizes, what this test basically does is it will tell me whether the font sizes are easy to read, and probably so document uses legible font sizes. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's 99.93% legible text, so that's fine. You can see that the robots file is also present. Okay, but anyway, what we're saying is the legible font sizes. And okay, so the document uses so the font size, no problem there. They passed this test. They passed this test. 99.93% legible text. The 99.93% legible text. Then tap target size appropriately. Just below this document, I can see right here. tap target site appropriately, 100% appropriately sized tap targets. What this basically means is whatever these links, all these links that we click into, that we tap into, are those properly placed, are the spacing done properly, and everything and easy to click around. Okay, nothing is getting on top of each other. So I can see no such problems is there's no such problems here. Everything is sized appropriately, they're spaced properly, nothing is getting on top of each other's way. Even in the mobile version as well, I can see everything is sized appropriately, nothing is getting on each other's way. So that's what they mean by tap targets are sized appropriately. So I find there as well. So done with the accessibility report. I'm just left with the domain authority and page of authority. For this, we're going to use the mouse bar. The mouse bar, if you don't know, is another Chrome extension. You just need to create a free account on mouse and you'll be able to use the mouse bar. And this is the mouse bar. I just activate it and this is the page. I can see the domain authority of this page is 4 out of 100, and it takes a long time to work on this domain authority and page authority. It takes a really long time, and the page authority is 12. I can see right here the page authority is 12 out of right here on top. That's the page authority. This one, PA, this is the DA, domain authority, 4 out of 100, and this is the page authority, 12 out of 100. It takes a really long time to build up these authorities, especially the domain authority. How much is it again? 12 out of 100. Okay, so that's it. Done with this report as well. So that's it for this video. Once again, if you found it useful, please like it, share it, tell other people about it. If you have any questions, leave them down in comments below. I'll be happy to answer. If you need help with your SEO audits, get in touch with me. I'll leave my email below. And if you need help with your SEO in general, also you can get in touch with me. I'll again leave my email below. And so that's it for this video. Until next time, take care and thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. That's it. Thanks for watching. Take care.